Before starting discussion on Ayurveda, I will discuss the composition of the universe, because Ayurveda is a universal science based on the cosmic composition of the universe. Before composition of the universe, there was nothing but space, which is called in Bengali Akash. Space filled up by second cosmic composition, Vayu, Batas, wind or air, and after that the flow of air in the Mahavishwa means Akash or space. Collision among the waves of wind produces heat or Agni, and then the first cosmic composition came into being. It is Agni. Agni and wind produced water, jal or apple. After composition of fourth cosmic element, composition of earth produced or came into being. That is Akash, Batas, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi or the earth. These Panchamahabhuta are the materials of this universe. Now, you may question why I am discussing the composition of cosmic elements of the universe. Discussing for the reason Panchamahabhuta concept is the basic point of the universe. Nothing can be produced without these five elements or phenomenon. Ayurveda has some basic principles or मौलिक सिद्धांत among these मौलिक सिद्धांत three doors. Siddhanta is the basic principles of Ayurveda. These are Vayu, Pitta and Kapha. Now I am discussing you the cosmic element of Trisutra, Tridosha, Vayu or wind. It is pure or single unity of Tridosha. Pitta is another single unity of Tridosha. It is formed from Agni, but Kapha is a compound element formed by Jala and Prithvi. Vayu Tattva is known in modern medicine as acetylcholine. Pitta is known as catecholamine and kapha is known as histamine in modern physiology. To understand these theory or principle of Tridosha, Panchamahabhuta Sutra or basic element principles of basic elements of the cosmic element is very much important in Ayurveda. Now, it should be clear what is Ayurveda. Ayurveda is an ancient Indian medical science. It is a combination of two terminology, Ayur and Veda. Ayur means life and Veda means knowledge or science. So, Ayurveda means knowledge of medicine, mainly Indian medical science. There are many systems about medical sciences in the world, but Ayurveda is the most ancient science in the earth. Hitahitam sukhang dukhang ayustasya hitahitam manancha datrukta ayurveda sauchyate. the explanation or definition of Ayurveda is narrated by this sloka of Charak Samhita Sustrasan first chapter. The science of Ayurveda means the science in whose advantageous and disadvantageous as well as happy and unhappy states of life, along with what is good and what is bad for life. Hita and Ahita, who to measure it and life itself are described. There is no time in which the stream of life did not flow. It is very difficult to say how old the science of life is, but doubtless the sages who created this science observed all aspects of life very deeply and dealt fully with the various aspects of the life of all living beings in the world. It is probably the oldest science of medicine which has been written systematic way and is practiced on so large population in the world. Now, what is Ayu? शौरिन्द्रिय सत्ता साम समजोगो धारि जीविताम नित्यगाचानुबन्धाश्च प्रयार्या रुच्यते. Ayu is a combination of Shorira, Indriya. Shorira means body, Indriya means organs, Mana, mind, and Atma, soul. Dhari, Jivita, Nityaga, and Anubandha are synonyms of Ayu or life. So, Ayu is a living body in which a continuous of soul along with Indriya and mind live together. Body without soul is dead and it is not Ayu. And what is Veda? The term Veda in Sanskrit means knowledge of or science. Here, knowledge means whole learning because there is no author of it. So it is divine in origin. There are four Vedas: Bhaja, Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. The rishis are sages who structured the hands of Vedas are called mantradrashta, which means they saw the mantras in consciousness at the finest level of relative existence. Vedas are called Apurusha, means these are not written by man, these are divine in origin. So there is no author of the Vedas. Vedas are also known as Shruti and Shriti. Shruti means heard or revealed, and Shriti means what is remembered. How long ago it is heard and remembered is not known. Vedas are also known as Shabda Brahma or vibration sound of Abhyakta Brahma, the creator of the universe. There are 6 parts of the Vedas. Shiksha means proper articulation and pronunciation. Number 2, Chanda means the science of Pratyoti. Vyakarana means grammar. Nirukta means etymological explanation of difficult body words. Jyotish means astronomy. And number 6 is Kalpa, means ritual or ceremony. Ayurveda is called Upaveda, means next to Veda. Therefore, source of Ayurveda is also divine. It is told earlier that there are 4 Vedas: Rig, Sam, Yajur, and Atharva Veda. There are 4 Upavedas. These are as follows: Dhanurveda, sons of war; Gandharva Veda, sons of fine arts; Sapatya Veda, sons of architecture; and Ayurveda, science of life, Upaveda of Atharvaveda. Now I will discuss about Atharvaveda. Atharvaveda deals with different types of herbs and plants. The anatomy and physiology of different organs in the body and the principles of treatment of diseases, etc. Ayurveda is mainly based on Atharvaveda, but it organizes all of the Vedas which deal in medical discussions. Aims of Ayurveda. Ayurveda has mainly three aims. First, to preserve the health. Second, to promote the health of the healthy person. And third, to cure the disease of the patient. Classical departments of Ayurveda. Ayurveda fulfills above mentioned three aims through following 8 classical branches. First, Kaya Chikitsa means medicine. Second, Shalya Tantra means surgery. Third, Shalakya Tantra means otorhinolaryngology and ophthalmology. Fourth, Kumarabhritta Tantra means pediatric and obstetrics. Agat Tantra, toxicology, medical jurisprudence, and number 6 is Bhutavidya Tantra, psychiatry and virology and bacteriology. Rasayan Tantra, geriatrics and immunomodulator. Vajikaran Tantra means spermatics. The basic principles of Ayurveda. Like other sciences, Ayurveda stands on some basic concepts via Panchamahabhuta Tattva, Purusha Tattva, Tridosha Tattva, Saptadhatu Tattva, etc. Panchamahabhuta Tattva, concept of 5 basic elements. From the Indian philosophical point of view, all the matters of the universe are made up of 5 elements, collectively known as Panchamahabhuta or 5 basic elements. These are Akash, means space, Vayu means air, Agni means fire, Jala means water, and Prithvi means soil. Each of these can be perceived by its distinctive quality. Bhaja, Akash by Shabda or sound, Vayu by Sparsha or touch, Agni by Rupa or color, Jala by Rasa or taste, and Prithvi by Gandha or odor. Now, Purusha Tattva, concept of person. Purusha Tattva is very important doctrine in Ayurveda. All kinds of activities of medicament is implemented in Purusha because healthy and unhealthy condition of a person happens in Purush or living being. Atma, when joined with Panchamahabhuta, then the matter assumes life and the body is termed as Purusha. The term Purush is especially used for human beings in Ayurveda. Thus, Panchamahabhuta are the basic elements required for formation of all the bodily tissues and sensory and motor organs, including mind. Atma Tattva, concept of self. Atma Jyoti Chidananda, Rupa Nitya Sanispriha, Nirguna Prakriti Jogat, Saguna Kurute Jagat, Sattam Rajasastamachyati, Guna Eti Prakrita Samaha Sa Dadapi Jagat Karsi Paramatma Sa Vidyate. It is mentioned in Bhava Prakash. Atma or soul is a state of Jyoti, means light, Chidananda, cognition, and delightful of bliss. The Supreme Being is conceived as the source of consciousness or cognition and delightful of bliss. Nitya or infinite, Nispriha, free from inclination, and Nirguna, having none of the martial qualities like Sattva, Raja, and Tama. Paramatma is the Supreme Being, is निर्विकार, indifferent, nitya, eternal, and nityadrashta, overseer of all activities. He is Abhyakta and he is called Purusha, Sattva, Raja and Tamas. These three gunas stay in the nature equally in the normal condition. This normal condition of gunas is called Prakriti. Nirgun Purush, when joined with the Sagun Prakriti, creation is happened in the isolated condition. None of them can cause creation. Another essential principle of Chaturvinshati Tattva or evolution of the universe. Ayurveda has described Chaturvinshati Tattva doctrine of 24 factors or evolution of the universe in the following way. In the beginning, there was only Abhyakta, which means unmanifest, and contained the three principles that afford existence: Sattva or Srishti means creation, Raja or Sthiti means maintenance, and Tamas or Pralaya means dissolution. There is no cause for the origin of Abhyakta. It is internal and it is the cause of all manifestation of the universe. Abhyakta starts to manifest and Mahat means intellect is born. Mahat is Trigunatmaka, meaning possessing the qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. From Trigunatmaka Mahat, Trigunatmaka Ahankar or ego arises. Sattvic Ahankar produces Vaikarika, Rajasic Ahankar produces Tejasa, and Tamas Ahankar produced Bhutadi. From Bhaktita and Tejas Ahankar, 5 sense organs of or cormendia or motor organs, and mano or mind. Total 11 organs are produced. The Gyanendriya are Srotra, means ear, Taka, organ of trust or skin, Chakshu, eyes, Jibba, organs of straight tongue, and Nasha, organs of smell, nose. The Karmendriya are Bhaya. The Karmendriya are Bhag, means speech, Hasta, hands, Pada, feet, Upasya, genitals, and Payu, anus. Mano or mind is called mixed organ from Bhutadi and Tejas Ahankar. 5 Tanmatra arises. Tanmatra means only that subtle quantity. These are Shabda Tanmatra, sound, Spashya Tanmatra, touch, Rupa Tanmatra, Bhishan, Rasa Tanmatra, taste, and Gandha Tanmatra, smell. From 5 Tanmatras, Panchamahabhuta or 5 basic elements originated. These are Akash, space, Vayu, air, Agni, fire, Jala, water, and Prithvi, earth. Now I'll discuss you evolution of the universe. First, Abhyakta and manifest. Mohan means intellect. Ahankar means ego. From Abhyakta produces Mohan. From Mohan produces Ahankar, and Ahankar produces Vaikarika, means Sattika, Tejasa means Rajasika, and Bhutadi means Tamasika. Rajasika produces 5 Gyanendriya, 5 Karmendriya, and Mano. On the other hand, Bhutadi Tamosika produces five tanmatras. Shabda tanmatra or sound from Akasha Mahabhuta, Swasthya tanmatra, touch from Vayubhuta Mahabhuta, Rupa tanmatra, vision or sight from Tejas Mahabhuta, Rasa tanmatra from Apamahabhuta, and Gandha or smell from Prishti Mahabhuta. This is today's discussion.